I don't know if you guys ever like think to yourself after going through the motions a lot of life, but do you ever wonder like, do I actually want to get better, or do I just enjoy the idea of getting better, but kind of sitting in the misery? Because like, man, it's like as a follower of Christ, like I just get convicted by this because I see myself, like I see myself staying in the same habits that I was in 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 6 years ago. Like I tell myself, "Oh, I want to quit lust. I want this addiction with lust to stop." But every time it crosses my mind, it's like I make this conscious decision that I will fall into lust later because I'm not strong enough. I don't feel strong enough. I want that idea to come true. Or maybe it's like anger and I go back to the same things that make me angry. Or even this, how about this? How many of us people, not even just Christians, how many people enjoy the, not enjoy, but maybe are addicted slash obsessed with depression and being sad? Because as for myself, like I've struggled with depression like 4 years ago is when it probably started, 5 years ago. And I have found myself running back to the things that I know will make me feel depressed because those feelings are so comfortable and familiar, and they give me this vibe, this sensation, this, I don't know, this like just something that goes on in my head. It's like I'm comfortable with it because I've ran to it so many times. But at what point do we stop and we say, shoot, maybe God doesn't want me to go back to the things that were leading me away from Him that I've been doing for years. And maybe what He wants is for me to go to the new thing, which is to Him, to God, to that relationship that He has so gracefully built for each and every one of us who are like born again Christians. Like there's this relationship that we have with Jesus, that we have with God because of what Jesus did on the cross. We are enabled to speak to Him about anything. But we go to so many different things that aren't Him. Like I go to everything else except Him when it's so blatantly obvious and clear that He knows what's better for my life than I do. So sometimes we have to put down the controller or whatever and stop trying to like tediously be a control freak over our own life and realize that God is the one orchestrating it, and we need to let it happen, bro. We need to let His will be done for us. You know what I mean? And ultimately, nothing can really come between that, His will and His will for your life, like His control over your life. But man, do we sometimes make it harder for ourselves than we really need to? Like I will blatantly just be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this thing and it's gonna suck, but for the moment I'm gonna enjoy it, and I know the consequences of it. I know how it's gonna make me think about myself, how it's gonna make me think about other people. Like I'm aware of it. I mentally acknowledge all these things, yet I still do things that pull me away from God, and that leaves me with the question of English. That leaves me with the question of, do I really want to get better? And that's a question I want you to ask yourself, is that if you struggle with something, anything, you name it, do you really want to get better? And that may sound harsh because you may be like, Jordan, I've been doing so many things. I've been going to therapy. I've been putting all this physical effort, this mental effort into fixing my life. But it's an honest question. Do you want to get better? Are there things going on in your life that you are actively contributing to the downfall in your own life? Like, are you contributing to that downward spiral that you go down towards? Are you contributing to that bad, I guess, fantasy in your head? Are you contributing to whatever? Or are you actually letting the will of God be executed over your life? You know what I mean? So just like a video to honestly think about is, do you want to get better, or do you like the idea of getting better? Love you guys. See ya.